Hi everyone, Colleen here. I wanted to share a card with you today that popped into my head just at random moments, like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was just a slashed front card. That's all I can explain it to be. It was just the way the image popped up in my head and I thought, that looks interesting. So I thought I'd come in and make it. It's really easy and simple to make. It's just using the stamp of the month plus this one here, which is called Where Happiness Blooms. It's the little watering can one, which I think is stunning. But all that we're using is just this bit here. We're not using the whole water can, just that bit there. But as you can see, there's some beautiful things. I've got a few other cards I'm going to be showing you later on using that one. And we're still using this one here, the Happy Birthday from It's Your Day to Sparkle Stamp of the Month for June, which ends at the end of this month. So if you really love it and would like the stamp set, get on and buy it. It's just a fabulous stamp set. Anyway, so we'll get started with this one. Now this is using the raspberry in the background, and then I've used the cherry pink and the leaf green to colour in. This was an oval that I just chopped up to make like a little bowl to go at the bottom to hold the flowers in. And that's the clear sparkles, excuse me, that I've just used the Shinhan, the cherry pink on to make them look. This was another one I did. I'm not so happy with it. I thought that the paper would be strong enough to be able to stand out, but I don't think it is. I think it really needs like that bold, sharp splash of colour. This is a little bit more placid, but it's okay. And we only have lavender in our Shinhan, so I actually mixed lavender and the cherry pink together, and I ended up with eggplant, and I coloured in my sparkles with the eggplant as well. So, like I said, and that's making just a little flower pot, and just using those, the little rose there from the stamp of the month. Like I said, it's a really versatile set and I love it. But anyway, we'll get on with making the other one. So I've chosen to use lemon today. So it's just the basic standard card, which is 5.5 by 4.25. Now this piece here, I have got it written down so I can remember. This is 5 inches by 3 3/4 because I want to have that a larger white border around the edge. Now the panel that you're going to cut up, which is this piece here, is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So as you can see, it's like if I lay it onto there like that, it's 1/4 inch smaller. That's what gives you that 1/4 inch depth through here when you cut it. Now it is a very easy way to cut. I'll just grab my trimmer up. Now when you lay this panel on, where you've got your markings over on this side as well as this side, so we're going to lay it on, I hope you can see this, at the top half will be at the 1/2 inch point over here, and we're going to twist this bit here to come to the 1 inch, which is there. So you've got 1/2 inch point there and 1 inch point here. Oh gosh, I hope you can see that. Let me move that out the way for a minute. Is that better? Yeah. So you've got your 1/2 inch and your 1 inch, and you're going to just cut. Now keeping them together, twist them around, and now for the second cut, you're going to lay this corner at 1 inch, and you're going to twist this corner down to 1 1/2 inches. So which is, hang on, what did I say? Oh, I've lost the plot now. 1 inch and 1 1/2. So that was from there. So there's your 1 inch mark there, and this one here is 1 1/2. And you lay it on. Make sure they're equal and cut. So that is your 4 pieces cut. I'll just move that out the way for a minute. Now sometimes, just so I can keep track of where the pieces live, I will actually, because when you turn it over sometimes you think, oh my gosh, which way did it go? I like to turn it over and put a little C, so that means corner. Just in that, like the bottom corners here. And that one's a corner up there. There we are. So I know now that when that goes back together, that's how those pieces need to go. And by putting that letter C on the back, when I turn them over, you will see that they all represent the corners. And it will fit back in that same direction. So you can see that by adding the corners, because some points will look like that's a corner, but it's not. So I did it that way. So that hopefully that makes sense to you. But these are the right sides. Oh my gosh, I've done it already. See the corner. There we go. See what I mean? It's easy to get them mixed up, but by doing that, you can keep track of it. Now this is just our plain piece. Oh, before we do anything else, we need to stamp our happy birthday onto. So that goes like that. So this piece here, the one with the small half-inch there, that's the piece we're going to stamp the happy birthday on. And the other one I stamped in the pink, but this one I feel that the lemon might be too insipid, not bright enough, so I'm actually going to stamp this one in black. Do excuse my head for a minute, just so I can get this straight. There we go. And that's all ready. Now all we have to do is put it all together. So we'll take our piece here, we'll turn all our pieces over and sit them back in the pattern that we had them in. And I'm going to just take some, normally I use dots, but today I'm going to use a little bit of the foam tape because it was just there. So one bit there, piece here and a piece here. So then once I've done that, you just peel those off. And you're going to line up the corner and the edge and place them on. I've got a little bit of fluff there. There we are. Oh, needs to come up a fraction. You need to get the edges level. So like that, and then this piece here is going to go there. So you don't need a lot of this 3D tape on it to just help lift it. It's not doing anything, it's just sitting there. Oh, I've got fingerprints on it now. Good heavens. So there's our next piece. See, and it already has that nice dimension with shadowing in it. So now we'll do our last two pieces. Like I said, it's not a hard card to make. Just getting those cut lines right is all it takes just to make it work. I'm off to America next week, so if anybody in America is going to convention in July, I'll see you there. I'm so looking forward to it. My sister-in-law and I are going together, so good times. We're off up to Canada first for a visit. I'm hoping I'll see a moose, because we don't have anything that large here at all where I live. And we're going to a bear and wolf sanctuary in near Yellowstone National Park. Looking forward to that too. Good times. Right, so with the C for corner, that's our last one. Place it on. There we are. So that's it done together. And you can see that it makes like a wonky section there. because you've spread it out. You've taken the cut section and moved it out. So that's that bit done. We'll attach that to the front of the card with some glue, which I'm growing to absolutely love. Now I could have used the light side, but I really like that dark contrast on the inside where you can see through. And I've always loved white on white. So by doing it this way, it's a real contrast. Hopefully that's straight. If not, too bad, so sad. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of wiggle room there. So that's it there. Now I'm going to take, where did I put them? Somewhere around here I've got some gems, but anyway, I'll use these ones. So I'm just going to take the, what's it called? Golden yellow Shinhan marker. Have a fight with the lid. And just colour in these little gems. I'm only going to do 3. And it's not noticeable so much here. It's when you actually pop them on that you really see the colour in them. So there's one. There's 2. Oh, what have I got on my card? Excuse me. Crikeys. And there's 3. So now you can see the colour tone in them that since when I coloured them in. So that's that. Now we shall stamp out our what do you call it? Yes, the watering can. So I'm using Intense Black ink, and I'm just going to ink up just this section. And I've put my I've put it on upside down. Oh well, I'm not changing it now. So just give it a good inking up, and then you're only just going to stamp that top section. There we are. Now I'll put that away. And I'm going to start colouring in. I won't colour it all in because I've already got one pre-cut, because I thought it just takes too long. So I'm just going to take some of this. This one here is called Marigold. And I'm just going to add some highlights to some of those little darker pieces on here. Something on my block. Oh, look at that. Dear me, there's a mark there that shouldn't be there. But that's okay. So do that, and then I'm just going to take the yellow and then just colour them in. And that just highlights the bottom, gives you a little bit of a darker look. And then I'm using the sap green because I'm really partial to that for leaves. And then just colour in the leaves in the sap green and the little stems. So that's all you need to do with that. Then you're going to fussy cut it out. Ta-da! Just like that. And then what we're going to do here is take this and we're going to cut it in half. And then we're going to cut a small section here off the bottom of, this is a 1.5 inch oval. Actually I should have it on a piece of white so you can see it. What have I got here? Here. So all I've done is I've taken the oval and I've just cut it in half. So the 1.5 inch basic oval, I always want to say circle, and then I've just cut it in half, and then I've just cut a bottom piece off. Now what I'm going to do now is add just a dot of glue there, which is too much, and put that onto there like that, so it becomes like the base. Come on, go on there. Oh, I know what the other one was. It wasn't an oval, it was a circle. Oh well. Everything can be different, can't it? Rightio, so that's sitting there. And then we'll just add a bit of adhesive here to this edge. And stick that onto our flowers. So you just stick it up a little bit. And as you can see, there's our flower in a little bowl on a table. I'll just move all this out the way now. Put my lid back on. Now the last one I sat down flat, but I think I might actually 3D foam this one. Yeah, I think that could look really good. So I'll just get my, got very sticky hands. Put a bit there. And a bit here. And a bit over here. There we go. And now we'll just put that onto the front of the card. Move it over a bit. And there you have it. That's how simple and quick that card is. Just by adding the little bits. So you could either have, there it is in a little round bowl, there it is in an oval bowl, with the pink and the yellow, and then there it is with the paper, and I just made a little flower pot. So like I said, it's not a hard card to make, it's just all about cutting the dimensions. I mean, you can slash this as any style, but I wouldn't go any more than 4. If you're going to make it slash any more, then you've got to come down another 1/4 inch in order for it to all fit together properly. So I hope you enjoyed this little card. Until next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.